Well, if you're in the helping profession, you've probably encountered a moment where you've become stuck on a complex problem. And that can be really frustrating when your purpose in coming to work is actually to identify the challenge and find solutions and a way through. But we all know that forward momentum can be really hard to obtain and also at times hard to maintain. And that's where the S.E.L.F framework is a really useful tool for helping get us unstuck, either as individuals or as a group. And S.E.L.F focuses on safety, emotion, loss, and future. And you might rightfully ask, well, what on earth does that mean? Well, if you're stuck, be it personally, or maybe as a leader leading a team, or maybe you're stuck with an individual's challenges or a family's problems that you just can't seem to work through, or maybe as a team you're stuck and you can't work through to a solution, the S.E.L.F framework helps you or your group begin with the end in mind. And it starts by asking the question, where do we want to be? How do we want things to look in the future? And what are we going to have to give up in order to get there? And we know that whenever we're letting go of something, there are going to be strong emotions attached with that. And when we think about the S.E.L.F framework, that's where the E, emotion, and L, loss, come into play in weighing those up against the future that we're all aspiring to move towards. And so the S.E.L.F framework helps us have a conversation about how we're going to get from where we are to where we need to be in a way that creates psychological safety for everybody, cultural safety, ethical safety, and physical safety. And the S.E.L.F framework is just as helpful for a kid facing a mountain as it is a manager facing a moral dilemma. So as one of the 4 key components of the Sanctuary framework, the S.E.L.F model supports us to actually do something to change what previously may have seemed like an overwhelming mess.